Human utilization of energy is straightforward. We use wind energy by creating a fan to harness the power of the wind. We utilize solar energy by plate sunbathing, burning fossil fuel to produce heat, and using nuclear energy to create heat to boil the water. Flushing a water wheel to harness water potential energy. We are the governor of all creatures. Does it have to be so silly and straightforward? We had flown out of the atmosphere, still using 2-kick gunpowder ignites propulsion rocket system, etc. We, as humans, are the primates of all living beings. Is it necessary to be so direct? We had already flown out of the atmosphere and still doing liquid propellant rocket system. Humans have been looking for new energy sources, but what is a new energy source? New energy cannot be produced directly, but rather it is an energy source that needs to be enlightened through very high wisdom to harness it. It is a way of utilizing energy that prolongs human civilizations through billions of years without thinking about energy depletion. New energy is by extracting the Earth's rotation energy. The extraction method is to form a tornado by water or wind. The scrolling core of the tornado is eccentric. A huge energy difference is formed between it and the eccentric angle of the Earth. This type of energy source can thrive human civilization for billions of years. As long as maintains the stability of the Earth's environment, smoothing the flow of the rivers and lakes, such that the Earth's self-rotation can maintain uniform. Energy sources exist eternally. Moving the mountain to fill up the ocean? If the Earth breaks down, no one can survive. It is important to recognize that tampering with the delicate balance of the Earth, such as through extensive land reclamation or drastic geological disturbances, could have catastrophic consequences for all of us. Preserving the integrity of the Earth is essential for the long-term availability of this energy source. First of all, a simple water wheel is an example. The problem of energy power output mostly comes from the potential difference. The formula used here is shown as G power, watts, equals m asterisk g asterisk h. Humans construct dams to increase the height, h, so that the power output increases. Just to avoid a phenomenon called the water hammer effect, in which the enormous energy of the water is released by excavating the mountain and allowing the water to flow, and then only the tiniest remaining energy is used to flush the water wheel. If we directly use the water hammer effect for power generation, the efficiency can increase rapidly by a factor of 9 without the need for dam construction costs. It would be possible to build power stations along the Chinese Yangtze River continuously. The formula used in this case is proportional to m asterisk v square. But humans don't. Similarly with electricity flow, when an electric switch is closed, it generates a backfire that has a much higher energy density than it generated. However, we made great efforts to diminish this backfire. Human energy production does not require boiling water. It seems like we are walking in the wrong direction. The water wheel I announced today, known as the Staff of Hermes, the caduceus, is an artifact from the ancient civilization of Atlantis that has not been seen in our modern civilization. Germany, in the past, reproduced numerous ancient civilizations' technology, leaving a wealth of knowledge for us. Metaphors relate to Bible. The spear of God is a rocket system, the celestial chariot represents flying saucer technology, and the Holy Grail represents advanced water technology. This water wheel symbolizes an energy source, and it is mentioned in various Western legends. Many international company logos use its symbol, although the true meaning is not widely known. The water wheel represents a simple application of cold nuclear fusion, and it will guide us to an era of utilizing unlimited energy. The world will transition into an era of free energy. Schauberger's designs eliminate the need for constructing large dams for water intercept, thereby costing only 10% construction costs of traditional hydroelectric power plants. There is no requirement for river damming or flow intercepting, recovering the ecological health on Earth. The construction can be built along the riverside intermittently. It is traced back to an ancient human civilization but developed completely by Viktor Schauberger during World War II. All the technological data was lost after the war. Because the knowledge and structural system used were from ancient mystical books, no one has been able to develop it to this day. Even presenting it to the public nowadays will still be difficult for many people to comprehend its true nature. The Schauberger water turbine generator system only needs a large egg-shaped chamber that relies on vortex flow to create positive water hammer vortices. The Schauberger turbine blades are made of multiple sets of open spiral pipes which are twisted at certain angles related to the golden spiral. These blade sets generate rotational torque in the same direction, which drives the output shaft of the generator to produce electrical energy. Each set has two opposing blades just like the left hand and right hand. One blade is responsible for diverting the downstream water flow, while another blade carries the upward airflow. The system primarily utilizes the water hammer effect to output electricity, harnessing its internal energy rather than the water's flushing force. Centrifugal pumps used by humans can lift water to a height of dozen meters, while water hammer pumps can reach heights of several tens to hundreds of meters, primarily without using electricity. Nearly no one understands why the water hammer effect occurs and how to maintain the water hammer effect. The tremendous force of the water hammer effect is due to the rotational energy of the Earth, which is inexhaustible and limitless. As long as we cherish the Earth and respect nature, humans can thrive without the need for endless competition over energy sources. The Earth is like the Garden of Eden, and we are like Adam and Eve. However, we have forgotten how to nurture our planet and keep focused on relentlessly extracting fossil fuel, rolling up the greed of humans. Water world design belongs to ancient civilizations. The knowledge structures are inherited from past civilizations. Fluid dynamics is based on turbulent flow, while Western fluid dynamics has just harnessed laminar flow. Sacred geometry is fundamental. Today's human civilization is often referred to as the civilization of fire, predominantly relying on explosive combustion. Indeed, firing things up has led to the current greenhouse effect being an unsustainable and unnatural form of civilization. The extensive burning of resources has caused resource depletion and intensified competition for energy. This has fostered a destructive human mindset, leading to conflicts and wars. Turbulent flow fluid dynamics and free energy technology or zero-point energy can diminish greenhouse effects, leading to negative carbon emissions. I used a water turbine as an example to spark interest and discussion. If human learns how to harness negative pressure generated by turbulent flow, we can tap into the energy potential present in the air and water all around us. Humans are never lacking energy. This product only requires small-scale simulations. By organizing a team for design, we can 3D print prototypes about several tens of centimeters in size. These prototypes can be used for proving the validation of Schauberger technologies. The experimental prototypes do not need to achieve a 9 times increase in output at once. If they can surpass traditional hydroelectric power plants by 3 to 4 times, it would be considered a successful demonstration. We can then push for its adoption in society and gradually refine it in each country. Project owner mainly inherits the technological legacy of Viktor Schauberger, having unique insights on water science, vortex hydrodynamics of water, cold fusion, and high-voltage electrostatic research. Professor Gao Gu, a scientist, co-founder of Schauberger Corporation. One of the few experts in zero-point energy in China, devoted his life to researching zero-point energy engines. A disciple of Chinese academician Qian Shuessen. Recipient of the second prize of the Ministry of Science and Technology. A member of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, CPPCC. I am an engineer from the New Energy Experimental Development Base of the China National Defense Science and Technology Commission. I am dedicated to exploring and developing human energy sources, tirelessly working towards the advancement of new energy technologies for the benefit of mankind. Chief Editor of China Industrial News Agency. Although it is just a simple hydraulic generator system, it represents a civilization that humankind has never experienced before. Current human civilization is a civilization of fire, misled by the law of increasing entropy, where everything tends to become messy. A natural civilization, on the other hand, is a civilization of decreasing entropy, characterized by orderly arrangements in complexity, just like the magic square. Advanced extraterrestrial civilizations are civilizations of decreasing entropy. In-depth research and expansion of this engine can lead humankind towards decreasing entropy, further integrating Earth people into cosmic interstellar civilization in which that humanity should truly deserve.